private bungalow, 5 bedrooms with a swimming pool and, for children, a garden in the back and, for a tennis court and whatnot and all these things. So you can always, increase. Yes? Yeah. I'm tired of, eating at home always. Oh, I like to go to some of these nice 5-star restaurants, maybe at least every other day with my whole family and eat some nice food. What's wrong in eating nice food? Nothing wrong. So what I said, you can always increase, not wearing these branded clothes, but, always buying clothes on unbranded and all that. You can always increase your wants and your taste, and nothing wrong, I will say that. But the Lord is saying, how much you keep. What are you spending the money for? So we may be talking about how much we give. The Lord is talking about how much we keep. Blessed is the man who keep less and give more. Of course, Bible permits you to keep for all your needs, present needs, known needs. Definitely, saving is encouraged in the Bible. You learn the lesson from the ants, how it keeps the food in the summer for the raining day, So they're all teaching us savings. Bible is not a communistic book or, it's not an irresponsible book or anything. It is. But then Bible encourages this whole matter of giving. So giving more is the best way of receiving more from the hand of God. So I say that, our economics is that our, our giving and our receiving are proportional. Let them be proportional. It's the more we keep, the less returns we get. The more we give, the more we keep, the less returns we get. The more we give, the more returns we get. So always, give more. Yes. So we needed to understand, private property in the context of the stewardship principle the Bible teaches. Yes. I have to handle anything or everything I have as a trust of God or trust for God. Optimum production, moderation in use, intelligent investment, liberal distribution is the key of my stewardship principle. I repeat that. Optimum production, moderate use, intelligent investment, and liberal distribution. They are the principles of my stewardship, economic stewardship.
Can you repeat?
Yeah, optimum production. If you can get 5 lakhs rupees per month on a job, given all the other benefits, same like your time available for family, worship and all that, for the same amount of hours you are spending now, you can make 5 lakhs. But if you are getting only 2 lakhs, why you work for 2 lakhs? What's the reason? You are not producing optimum. So every person should be, but don't sacrifice the other things. You are making 5 lakhs but sacrificing your family, then that's not worth. Sacrificing your Christian responsibility of evangelism and church meeting, then that's not worth. Throw it away. Say, I don't want. So every Christian should be. We should never be laziness. Contentment is a great gain with, yes. Content with godliness. Godliness tells that you are fulfilling your duties to family, to God, your neighbor and yourself and all that thing. Otherwise it's false contentment. This is enough for me. That attitude is not correct. So optimum production is whether you are a farmer, you are a fisherman, you are a carpenter, you are a teacher, you are a doctor, you are an engineer. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter. Bible teaches about dignity of labor. Honestly, it teaches about dignity of labor. It's an Indian mentality because certain jobs were assigned to certain caste. Cleaning your bathroom was to assign certain caste. So if you clean the bathroom, then they think that you are from that caste. climbing the coconut to a certain caste. Shining your shoes to certain caste, washing your clothes certain caste. So here everything is certain caste. Only that caste can do it. No, Bible does not teach that caste system. God has not created anybody to clean anybody's bathroom. But anybody can clean a bathroom for living. As long as the cleaning process you don't get, contaminated in any way, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. That's dignity of labor. Work is to earn a living. Work is to glorify God. And if you do that one, so intelligence, so optimum production, moderation in use. Moderation in use. We have to practice moderation in use. What is our problem? In India, in the whole world, not only in India, we are not practicing moderation in use. We consume more than we need food, for example. So obesity comes. All these things, we eat more than we need. We buy more than we could use. In any of your homes, including mine, I'm not saying yours, if we honestly take a stock of every item we have, we will come across many items we have not even used once in the last 5 years. Yes. Last time I went home, I had went around my home and picked up things that we have not touched for 25 years. The old families have copper vessels and this vessel, chamburli, this and that. I took them all and sold it. I said it's sin to keep them here. So I sold them. Except some articles may have, somebody has a, what you call an emotional attachment, keep it. Otherwise, why you have to keep them? Anything you have, you must have used it at least once a year. Of course, I'm not saying that your wedding garment you have to give it away because you haven't used it now 25 years, you have been married for 25 years. Maybe your daughter will put it on her, nowadays even they don't do that. Old time that was a tradition, mother's, wedding sari was used by the daughter, like Indira Gandhi's, what is that, Nehru's wife, what is her name? Yeah, Kamala Nehru's sari was worn by Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi's was worn by Sonia Gandhi, and that goes. That's nice. It's nice. Yeah. Otherwise, I often felt why people have to spend so much money in a wedding dress. Wear for 1 hour or 2 hours. Then they never again. If that's the case, then don't spend that much money. Buy a very, I'm not saying you have to look cheap, no, because that's your day, that's your day, you have to look nice. But it has to be sensible. It has to be sensible. So moderate in use, anything, moderate in use. Wherever you, intelligent investment. Lot of people have lost their intelligence in investment. They will invest money here and there and they lose because they are not intelligently investing. If you are a person who, in stock and shares market, and you have to be very careful. I don't involve it. I study them. Most every day I read the stock market rates going up and down, but I never bought. Because Lord has not called me for that business. But but if you invest in blue chip companies very carefully, you will never lose. But some companies will shoot up, but you invest. But if you are daily buying and selling, no problem. No stock, But then how ethical that is, because it's not registered in your name, therefore you don't pay tax and all. Usually it's just on the spot buying and selling. Your name even doesn't come, so you only amass money. A lot of people make money every day. They don't touch any money with their hands. It all goes like this. 1,000 shares in the morning you bought, after 2 hours you sold the 1,000 shares because the price shot up. You only collect the money. Hey, give me my money. That's it. Yeah, now government is government and SEBI, and they're all catching up with all these systems, to control. That's good that, we need to have a clearer system to do. So wise investment is very important. Land investment is very good in some places. Gold, if you buy pure bullion, not ornaments, it's wise. Ornaments, because the ornaments, when you sell it, always you lose money, and in the panikuli, this, that, and all these things, it was. But if you invest in gold, buy gold bars or your coins, or gold coins, something pure 24 carats bullion, So you have to invest very wisely. But even I don't recommend them, because usually, the gold prices is shooting up, but for me it looks like it has come to an optimum. The land prices were shooting up. I don't know how much more it will go, but I know land does not increase, only people increase. There are always people growing, land is not growing. Unless like in Japan, land has no value. It's only because they start building all 90 floors and 80 floors, and because owning a piece of land is very expensive. So single houses idea they have. So then buying land is not that much worth anymore. So, buying flat is not profitable, because only, no appreciation, only depreciation, because buildings every year, by the age it goes down. A 50-year-old building is not going to be sold. It's the land where the building stands that makes the appreciation, not the building, because the building is old. So investing in a building is not wise actually. In our country still investing in the land is there. So intelligent investment and liberal distribution. Give liberally to the Lord, to the poor, to the needy, you will be blessed. So this is the principle. If you really wanted to be blessed, it's part of our stewardship principle. The Lord will ask all these questions. Why you did not produce optimum? You had the opportunity to make more without sacrificing any of the spiritual values. Isn't it your laziness, your responsibility? So Christians should have to give an account for that. Always, why did you abuse or misuse what you produced? You didn't need that. Your children were throwing away food every day. How many times you taken food from the fridge and threw it away? Why you wanted to stock it there? And you have to give an account for all these things. People buy and store and then throw it away. We cannot do that. We have to give an account to the Lord for it. There is some loss will be there, in any family. Sometimes the milk will be spoiled and all, that there will be some. I am not saying that, but sometimes we buy and leave it there and then it becomes spoiled and we throw it away. It's irresponsible because we bought it more than we needed. That's the reason. So we cannot do that. And also the Lord will say, hey, what happened? You invested in that company, you are greedy, right? So many of these blade companies, these cheaters, they come with something 30% return, 40% return. Greedy people go and invest and then they don't know where is even the headquarters. There was a board there, now. They have gone, they are dived. We don't know where they are. That sort of, we should never. So, these principles must be judiciously maintained. Then there will be efficiency for the owner, there will be better wages for the worker, and better taxation for the state. We get a better portion, our workers get a better portion, and government gets a better portion. And the poor is benefited. So when we are not producing maximum and all doing all this, maintaining these principles, then we are doing injustice to ourselves, to our children, to the needy ones, to the government, to the church, everywhere we are. We don't have money to give. So of course such principles are violated and selfishly exploited by sinful people in the absence of adequate enforcing authority. The argument that as long as man is sinful and imperfect, the idea of private property will breed corruption is not valid for any other valid. Any other system will do the same thing, any other system. So the question is not, what system is foolproof. There may not be any system, but comparatively, comparing system with system, the Bible definitely encourages what we call a Mosaic capitalism. Capitalism taught in the Bible, or a biblical capitalism. We needed to, teach this to our children. Don't we have Sunday schools, adult Sunday school and all? Sometimes we needed to say, have a course on Mosaic, economics, finances, or biblical finance. That's very good. We should have it. Proverbs 31 pictures the ideal private enterprising system. I mentioned last week, some of them is repetition, I know that. Carefully study that woman. What is the secret of that woman enterprising? You know what is the secret of that woman, sisters?
She works for herself, she gives it to the poor, she feeds her family, her husband is respected in the...
All you said is correct. But you know what's the secret of her? She had a husband who trusted her. That's a secret. If the husband didn't trust and didn't give her money, capital to invest and all that, and if the husband said, hey, no, I don't want you to do anything. No, she had a husband who trusted and gave her encouragement, that's it. Hey, you can do it. I am getting a handsome salary from my judicial job. He was a judge, I give this money to you, handle it, invest it, make money. There was mutual trust, and she was doing it excellently well because she was able. She enjoyed the trust and the confidence of the husband. The problem with many of our wives is not that they are not able. Actually, the husbands are not encouraging, trusting them. I honestly feel, husbands won't trust their wives with 10,000 rupees. The Lord was so liberal in his parables, at least, He said, the master was going out, gave 10 talents. You know how 10 talents is? You can take your study Bible, 10 talents is something like crores of rupees. So he was giving him crores of rupees. He trusted his people. Husbands usually don't trust their wives. And of course, some wives are trusted and then everything is gone also. That's because the husbands have not studied the wife, see? After marriage, every husband has to study his wife for 2-3 years. Her ability, talents, honesty, stewardship responsibility, and all these things. Because the wife need not to come from a home where all these things have been taught. So there is a period where her husband has to observe his wife, check out, And the more he sees she is faithful and able, then the more liberty is given. And then the time comes when he gives everything into her hand, I will sit in the gate. That's where all the cases are dealt with, I will go into court, I will concentrate on my job. You take care of this. What a blessed family is that. No wonder the children shall rise up and say she is blessed. We have a blessed mother. How many of our sisters could come under that one? Husbands don't trust, this is. So we need to encourage our daughters, we need to encourage our wives and all that, There need to be what I will say, a renaissance, if not a reformation, a renaissance in this economic renaissance, where more intelligent understanding of our abilities and all those things should be there, I encourage brothers, especially you people are more learned people and people with greater, abilities and understanding all that and use it. Most of our wives are wasting their time and energy, by staying home and doing nothing, or working for somebody, just earning some pittance. They should not be. Why should they? So economic competition, is very, very important. Economic competition is very important. Of course, economic competition tends to stifle man's sinful tendencies, because sometimes unethical competition will, will pull the feet of somebody else. And there is a tendency, every businessman wants to see that his neighbor's business is closed down. No, that's an unhealthy competition. In healthy competition, that will never come. You ever notice, medical shops are all in same area, gold shops are all in same area, fabric shops are all in the same area. Why they are in the same area? The healthy competition. That's the reason. There's a lot of person coming into my, ready-made shop, he may buy some, he may not buy some, because I may be catering to certain type of people, so he may go to the other shop where his needs are catered. It's a healthy competition. They can compare the price with each other, the quality with each other. So unethical competition is where you have your, you are not selling the genuine thing. You are always have counterfeit things, selling for a lesser price, and innocent people are cheated, and honest businessman is, somebody insists that I will only trade in a genuine product. The Lifebuoy soap in my shop will be manufactured by the Lifebuoy company, but Lifebuoy shop you can get for half price there, because it is not purchased by, it's not produced by the Lifebuoy shop, it is produced at Kundangulam, Yeah, Kundangulam is a shop where you can get anything. Yes. Somebody went to a Kundangulam shop and asked for can I get a change for a 9 rupee bill, note? Yeah, sure. He handed over 3 rupee notes. It's available there. Whatever you bring it's available there. Yeah, because the market is counterfeit. You ask for anything, yeah, we got it. That sort of. There are many people like that. But so, competition, honest competition encourages actually cooperation in a capitalist society. Because people are in accordance with the principle, they operate in accordance with the comparative advantage. The principle of comparative advantage states that every member of a free market society can produce a valuable good or service by specializing in an area in which he or she is at the least disadvantage, thus producing something of value to others. Want me to repeat it? Yes. The principle of comparative advantage states that every member of a free market society can produce a valuable good or service by specializing in an area in which he or she is at the least disadvantage and producing something of a real value to others. Suppose it is you are concentrating in the area of pen making. Okay. You are making ink pen. That's your area. Just like Omega watches, or what's the other one? The famous brand. Yeah? Rolex I was thinking. Yeah, the Rolex watch, for example. Yeah, they're specialists, There are so many watchmakers, but Rolex will never go out of market. Why? They specialize in certain area. So the same way, there may be a cake shop. They specialize in certain kind of cakes that's available only there, nowhere. So you will go there. You won't go anywhere else. You want that type of cakes, special cakes, you will go there. You can get it there. But somebody else may be specialized in a tea cake, okay, marble cake. They will go there. They know that I can get it there. So free enterprise and competition, what it does is the finest product will be produced by everybody. Then only they can survive in the market. So everybody will be every day improving the quality of their product. That's what free market will do. Think about the days when we only had Ambassador car. Why Ambassador car went out of market? They never increased their quality. There was a time people were to buy what they sell. They could say, if you want, you take it or get out. Well, you couldn't go anywhere else. You need a car. So you bought it. But free market came in. Now every day everybody is increasing. Like every day a new brand, a new model is coming. What are they doing? Fuel efficiency, inside comfort, secure safety system. So many systems they are increasing. increasing. They have research in every area, There are engineers who are working only on fuel and efficiency. What system? Injecting the fuel, or this system, that system. They are doing research on that one every day. There are engineers who are doing only on the safety system, Everything. So what are doing? This is free enterprises always increases the quality of the product. The competition is in the quality. So everybody, the customer gets better quality, and the owner or the producer gets more profit because the people come there. There are people who go into the, for example, everybody has their brand. Say some people go to the Raymond. That's the only brand. Some go to the Zodiac. I don't like the name Zodiac because it's a bad connotation. But they make good shirts. Some people go there. Some people go to, some other brand. There's so many brands. Some people go to a particular tailor. Only from that tailor because he stitches, custom made. It fits him exactly. So he will buy the brand of, textile from whatever shop he wants, then he will come and stitch it there. So what you get is, there is bust. There are some specialized in children's clothing. Some specializes in ladies' clothing. Some specializes in gents' clothing. Different. So when you become a specialist, you are an expert in it. Just like it is, cardiologist, urologist, nephrologist, and all these things, the specialists come in. There was a time when everybody did everything, it's an MBBS doctor, LMB or RMB, they will treat everything. They only had a yellow liquid and a red liquid, they will shake the bottle and whatever disease they will give it. Before going, the patient will say, I want to get the red liquid, the red medicine, I remember in my childhood going to an RMB doctor, that is the only doctor in our area at that time, a registered medical practitioner. 3 years, some studies from some institute they get. LMB is only 2 years, licensed medical practitioner. They were the doctors. They did, because those days, we didn't have so many diseases, and if they had so many diseases, people died also. So, that's what happened, people died also. Yes, only survived. Only those who survived, and those who survived, they had better health. 6 children or 7 children out of 10, infant mortality rate was very high. So, 6 will die, only 3 or 4 will survive, and those 4 will be healthier, And so they didn't need that many, and then we didn't have all these, food adulteration and all these things. So people were eating good food and all that. But now, if there is an RMB or LMB, he will starve to death, because nobody will go. Even an MBBS doctor, he is starting a private practice, will have a hard, difficult time. They will be junior doctors, in some hospitals, that's what they will be. Today, even an MD doctor is having fine. They want DM and, all these other super specialization. That's it. So private enterprises, that is what it does. Private enterprises promotes, competition, and very healthy competition. It gives self-worth and, fits in the Christian worldview much better. And individuals find that they can be more successful in a free market with the private enterprises, this competition, because they can focus their energies on producing what is beneficial to the society as a whole. This enables more goods available in all, to the poor also benefited. Now with supermarkets and all coming, actually the poor people are benefited more. Because they cannot be exploited by a dealer, because they are poor. Otherwise you go to a market and shop and you ask for rice and they will always give you the bad rice, or this and that. But now you go and pick up your own rice, your own packet. It is not packed for the poor or the middle class or the upper class. It's packed for everybody. There are different brands. You want to buy whatever brand you can buy, you are benefited much better. Your wide choice. Sometimes you even stand there and you don't know which one to choose. There's so many brands, so many things. You don't know which one to choose. So you can try different weeks, different things until you settle on any one brand, you know. So private enterprise is definitely very biblical. Only in a potential economy, a plentiful economy, the poor could be benefited. This is why anywhere there is restrictions, you know, in trade and movement, the poor always suffer. Yes. When government says that, you know, sugar will be sold